Taking a step to make it easier for families to bring children on the autism spectrum to Twins games. They opened up Target Field this morning so they could experience it when it's not so busy with the fans. Fox 9's Rob Olson was there for it and joins us now live. And Rob, this was kind of like a test run, right?
Yeah, very much so. You know, I talked to Susie Fish, who's a special education teacher in Shakopee, also was a child on the spectrum, and she said this is a common teaching tool for them, which is to do practice runs or to mimic environments to kind of, get a familiarity with a place before you go there for real or before you go there in a full kind of setting here. And she said she'd heard about this being done at MSP Airport and said, why can't we do that here? And through connections, kind of got the ball rolling a few months ago. So the Twins set this up with, you go through the gate, scan a ticket. They gave them a tour of the ballpark, but also there was a visit from TC Bear and a chance to get concessions and sitting down and watching the game on the scoreboard, the away game today, the afternoon game on the scoreboard, in the hopes that then you get that familiarity and you can come back for the real thing, and you've taken some of that edge off for what could be a pretty overstimulating environment.
Yeah, it's pretty thoughtful. I'm glad they were able to bring it to Target Field. And Rob, you also spoke with a child there for the experience and a pitcher with a child on the spectrum. What did they tell you about this experience?
Well, the child, a 12-year-old boy that I spoke to, Sam, he loved it, and he was taking pictures of everything, and that's what his teacher said, that, yeah, I mean, this is somebody that you don't see him do that, and here he's taking pictures of everything and just really soaking it all in. And so, that's just such an encouraging sign that then you can come in and not feel so, again, overstimulated in this environment. And then they got to meet Twins pitcher Danny Colomb down in the field. He's out with an injury right now, but he has a son diagnosed a couple of years ago, so he was greeting kids, taking pictures with them, and talking about how great too it is that the Twins and many other ballparks now have sensory rooms for people to go to if they're overstimulated, and that was part of the tour today as well.
And you mentioned an encouraging sign. This is also encouraging as well. More and more professional teams are starting to do things like this too, right?
Yeah, certainly, this is the first ever day like this for Target Field. They hope to make this an annual event, but again, the sensory rooms, that opened here 3 years ago in the suite area. It's a sensory suite, so it's just a place to go. They opened one at the Twin Spring Training Facility this spring, and again, other ballparks and stadiums are adding that kind of thing as well, is a place to go. They said it's been very successful, very popular, a way to get away from the overstimulation with some calming things in there, which is, again, proven to be very effective.
Yeah, let's hope that this continues all around. Thank you so much, Rob.
Yep.
Well, the Twins taking extra steps to make sure fans from all walks of life can go out to the ball game.
Yeah, the program allows families with autism to try out Target Field. And as Rob Olson explains, this test run can go a long way for those who otherwise might have stayed away.
You know how to do that. Good job.
In so many ways, from the ticket gate on in.
Very good.
It was like any other day at the ballpark, and that is the whole point.
Personally speaking, as a mom of a little one with autism, new events and new environments like this can be really overwhelming.
Susie Fish is a special ed teacher in Shakopee.
I think she likes you.
A few months ago, helped get the ball rolling for this, the first ever Autism Awareness Day at Target Field, to get kids a practice run through a place that might be a bit much on a game day.
When it's too crowded and too noisy?
Yeah.
Does that stress you out?
A little bit.
The windows roll back along the side.
It was part ballpark tour with standard stops like the press box.
I'm Danny. What's your name? Nice to meet you, Mika.
And a trip to the field to meet pitcher Danny Coulomb, whose oldest son was diagnosed a couple of years ago.
Bye, dude.
All of this with the hope it gives kids and their parents the comfort to come back for the real thing.
Probably the biggest benefit to this is that I've been in this environment before. I remember how it felt. I remember being successful.
And there was a trip up to the sensory suite, which opened 3 years ago and proven very popular.
Room with the beanbag and rice.
You like that?
Yeah.
a place to escape overstimulation during a game.
In spring training, we opened up a sensory room at our spring training ballpark, and we were the first ones to do that. So, you know, it's becoming way more common, which is an awesome thing.
A bear! All of it rounded out with a visit from TC, a trip to the concessions for a dog and chips, and the away game up on the scoreboard. Even in a light rain, another perfect day at the ballpark.
It's going great. It's been fantastic. The kids are happy.
At Target Field, Rob Olson, Fox 9.
So cute.